Hi everyone. Today I'll be demoing AAP. AAP stands for Aqua Accelerated Protocol, and it's what we've been working on for over 8 months here at Aqua Connect. AAP pretty much does everything RDP does, but a lot faster and with a lot less bandwidth. So we'll get right into it. We'll launch the AAP client beta for OS X. Client pieces will be available for Windows, Linux, iOS, and Android. Right now though, the beta that is available is for OS X clients. So after launching the client, what you'll see is a very rudimentary login window. This is going to go through a whole UI redesign, and it's going to have a lot more options in it, but right now we just want to give you something that showed how this protocol works. In the Preferences section, you'll be able to set your display resolution, what server you're connecting to, and the default AAP server port, which is 310. That's going through the certification right now, and will be completed for the final release. So, with our settings locked in, we will use credentials that were already created on the server. So the same credentials you use for RDP will work absolutely fine. So there's nothing different there. Hit connect, and what we'll do is log into our AAP Aqua Connect session. Now, right now, you're not going to see a lot going on. It's just going to log into the session. In the final release, there will be a login window showing you the progress of your logging in. So that will be in the final release, but right now, it just connects you in. And here we go. Here's the Aqua Connect user session. So now let's start doing some things. But before we do that, let's bring up Activity Monitor. And I'm going to show you just how much bandwidth we're actually using. So data received is what we want to pay attention to. Alright, let's bring up Finder window. And let's show off some animations. As you can see, I can flip through them with little lag. And basically, screen redraws are perfect. Now, a big thing always for Aqua Connect customers has been the repainting of windows and the screen. As you can tell here, we're using still hardly anything in bandwidth, and everything is absolutely smooth. Minimize the window, bring up the window, everything's instantaneous. Alright, now let's give it a nice stress test and open Safari. And here we go at the Apple webpage. Got a lot going on here, and everything is smooth. Scrolling is smooth. Images are perfectly clear, and the magic of AAP is that we can do high-level compression on the fly. So as we scroll and we need to repaint these windows, compression is happening. Once we're done with that, everything is perfectly fine to perfect clarity. So now let's really test it and play a video.
Weather?
Nice weather coming up today through this Tuesday.
Evening?
You don't have anything on your calendar for this evening.
Fantastic. Linguiça?
I found 5 restaurants whose reviews mention linguiça fairly close to you.
Joke?
2 iPhones walk into a bar. I forget the rest.
That's funny.
Was it something I said?
Yes, it was.
And there you go. As you can see, that whole time, our bandwidth never spiked at all. And this is pretty much the magic of AAP. You can do video playback with very little bandwidth. You can do screen redraws. You can open any application, and you'll be able to have that real user, local user experience. So now let's go to YouTube, and we'll really test it with Flash. As you know, Flash tends to be pretty heavy on bandwidth. So let's take a look at this new Nintendo press release and announcement. And let's look at audio.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today to begin hearing about Wii U. I am here inside Nintendo headquarters in Kyoto in a 7th floor conference room which, as you can see, is rather plainly furnished. But
And there you go. Our bandwidth never climbed even over 2.5 megabit per second. So this is what we can do with AAP. It's pretty impressive, and I think you guys are going to be very happy with it. Everything's smooth, video playback is amazing, and we can also add features that we weren't able to with RDP. For example, local disk access. You'll be able to put in a USB thumb drive and have that read to your Aqua Connect session. You'll be able to read to local drives on your actual client machine. We also do sound, as you can see, local printing, network printing, There's a lot more features, a lot more options here, and we can do this with very little bandwidth. And AAP is also a smart protocol in that if you have more bandwidth available, we won't do the compression. So if you do have enough and you don't need to do that high level compression, we won't do that, and everything will be perfectly clear based on the bandwidth that you have. So this is a new world for Aqua Connect. It's a new world for remote desktop sessions, especially on OS X. We hope you enjoyed this, and we're looking forward to getting you guys feedback on the beta. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.